Mia Local Poultry Farming. Welcome. Now, many of you have been asking us one simple question. One question, but in different ways. Okay? What is this question? Simply, many of you want to know how many birds you can start up with if you want to make profits in local poultry farming. Okay? Same question, different ways. I think it's the most frequently asked question in 2026. Now we are going to answer that question right here. But before we dive deep into that, welcome to another exciting episode of The Farm with Us, where we get to answer all your questions right here in our classroom. Mia Local Poultry Farm is committed, is there to answer all your questions, so long as it's about local farming. Okay? Now, we are located along Fort Potro Road, Chenjojo District, River Trading Center. That's where you're going to find Mia Local Poultry Farm. Call us if you need 1 day old chicks. Call us if you need 1 month old chicks. Those chickens at a point of lay, roosters for serving your birds, fertilized eggs, and what have you. Visit Mia Local Poultry Farm if you want to do basic farm training. Even if you want us to train your managers, your farm workers for a period of 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 2 months, whatever, just give them to us. We shall train them, give them hands-on training for you. Now, without wasting a lot of time, let's dive deep into the question. But before we do that, I thank you so much, those of you who have wished me a happy birthday. I know today is a Valentine's Day. It's as well my birthday. Thank you so much. The ladies, most of the ladies in diaspora, Saudi Arabia, UAE, I think it's the same UAE, and everywhere you're watching from, you guys who sent messages to my phone, who sent comments on different videos, wishing me a happy birthday. I love you so much. I should also wish you a happy Valentine's, because I've done this video on Valentine's, same as my birthday. Guys, without wasting a lot of time, I think let's dive deep into the question for today. I believe you have your pens and papers or your books, and we are ready to enter the class and learn. Okay? Now, question, I told you the same question, different ways of asking. How do I know how many birds I'm supposed to start up with if I want to do profits, if I want to do local poultry? Now, that question is kind of hard and easy to answer. For those of you who have come for farm training at Mia Local Poultry Farm, every time, the last thing we do is to give you a little assignment. Let's call it a homework, okay? For the school-going children, the homework. So, we give you this kind of homework or a food for thought. We tell you that when you get back to your homes, different homes, after whatever greet people, eat, do whatever you want to do, but before you sleep, spend 30 minutes alone. Even if it's 20 minutes, even if it is 15 minutes, alone, okay? Not with your friend, not with your partners, not with your family, but alone, maybe in your bedroom or anywhere you can have time alone. Try to remember what we talked about throughout the whole day. You remember our trainings are 1 whole day training for those of you who need basic training. From morning, we give you breakfast, we give you lunch, we give you dinner. Not dinner, we give you evening tea, we give you everything. So when you pay this 50,000, trust me, more than 30 or 40,000 shillings, it's you who's going to consume this money. Why do we need to charge you this money? We just want to pick out serious people. We don't want to say it is free because everyone is going to come and they're going to ask so many questions. There are those people who are just come to disturb us. So, just to identify, but we give you back this money in terms of feeding, because we feed you, we give you everything at our farm. There are those ones who don't feed people. I don't know how you do it, because I don't know, and I don't believe you can train someone when he or she is hungry. Okay? Some will just give you a bottle of water like this one. They can give you something small, but I believe on an empty stomach, there is no way you can train someone and he or she learns. But that's not for today. Now, Our question, we tell you when you go back home, try to think about what we talked about the whole day and ask yourself 3 questions, and you tick the boxes. There is a no box and there is a yes box. The first question, okay, based on what we have talked about the whole day in the training, do you think you are ready? Do you think you would like to do poultry farming? That is the very first question. And then you can tick the box whether it's a no or it's a yes. Okay? Second question, do you think you have the time? Okay? Because time is another factor. Do you think you have the time? If we tell you that these birds are going to spend 6 months without earning you money, do you think you have the time to rear these birds? Then you will tick the box, whether it's a no, whether it's a yes. Now the third question is, and this is a serious one, how many birds do you think you can start up with? Or how many birds you can afford to start with? Now that is where the question marks come. Of course, you'll tick your box, whether you want 100, whether you want 200, whether you want 1,000, whether you want 4,000, and what have you. But we always encourage you on one thing. It's like buying a plot of land. We know many of you would want to buy a plot in Ntinda, in Chiwatule, in Kisasi, in Kololo, those posh places, Voziga, Muyenga, what have you. Okay? But you want to buy the plot of land in those areas. But the question is, can you afford to buy a plot of land in those areas? Okay? You'll find a plot of land in those areas ranges between 200 to 300 or 400 million shillings. Do you have the capacity? Because you want the land in Buziga, fine. But can you afford to buy a land in Buziga? Now, it is only you who can answer that question, not your friend. Because Mia Local Poultry Farm, this YouTube channel is a very wide channel. Some of the people watch us and think maybe what we are talking about, 500 birds, 1,000 birds, we are playing around. People want to start with 10,000 birds, with 20,000 bird chicken house capacity, and they have the money. So it's only you and yourself that can answer that question. Me, a Local Poultry Farm members will not come and tell you that, you know what, start with 500, start with 200. I can look at you and I think you don't have money, but yet you have some financial, basis where you're basing to come and finance your business. Or maybe you have the money yourself. Now, when you're taking that last box, ask yourself, how many birds can I manage? Versus how many birds do you want to rear? Because you may want to be like Mia Local Poultry Farm, where we are right now. Mia Local Poultry Farm has been there for a very long time. Now, it's going to be, I think, injustice to compare yourself, the person who is starting, the person who has started 5 months down the road, to compare yourself with someone who has been there for 10 years or 5 years, even if it is 2 years. You'll find that this person has mastered a lot of things. There is a reason this person is driving this kind of car. Okay? You may not be able to drive it within the first year. So, when you look at yourself when you have just started and you ask yourself, oh Lord, what did I do to you? Why am I not able to drive the same car this guy is driving? But we are doing the same business, the same, But you don't know what this guy has gone through. You don't know what he has gone through to master his game. You don't know how long he has been in existence. So you'll find you are in 1 year, in your first year, and you are comparing yourself with someone who has been in this business for 10 years. How can you be at the same level? Okay? So, we look at you. Most of you come to our farms. I'm not saying it is bad. It's very good to admire something, to like something, love something, and take something as maybe your role model, and you tell yourself that in 2 years, in 1 year, in 6 months, I want to have a farm like that. I want to have a farm like me, a Local Poultry Farm. So, when you come at our farm and you find we have 2,000 birds, okay? And we tell you we make let's say 30 million per month, and you have your problems, you think you want to make 30 millions per month. If you buy the 2,000 birds yourself, you may not have the experience, you may not know the tricks we are using to get these 30 millions per month we are telling you here. But slowly by slowly, through experience, through learning, through trainings, through working with these workers who are going to disappoint you time and again, you are going to master this game. You can even make more money using 1,000 birds, yet we have 2,000 birds. So don't come and look at our 2,000 birds or 3,000 and you think this is the amount of birds or the number of birds you want to start up with. This is going to be testing the water with both legs. I don't think you need to do that. I don't think you need to test how deep the river is by putting both legs there. Because you can sell whatever, you can sell your land, sell your property, get money. Because me, a local poultry farmer, has told you that I can make so much out of the 500 birds, out of the 1,000 birds. And then you invest all your money into that. Like we told you, you know, it's like a classroom. You see these fingers here, they're not equal. Okay? You'll find this one is shorter than this one, and you understand? So, when you get your money, I can give you the same amount of money. Actually, I can give you the same amount of birds. You may even have the same feeding capacity. I get 5 people, I give you 1,000 birds each as an experiment. And then you feed them, you have the feeds, the right quantity and the right amount to feed these birds. But at the end of 6 months, when these birds start laying to give you money, you find this person here, at the end of the month is making 5 million, another one is making 10 million, another one is making 20 million, another one is making 40 million, and another one is even making a loss. You understand? So, it's how you master this game. So, this business of asking me, how many birds can I start up with? It is only you who can gauge yourself and know I can be able to sustain or to feed this number of birds until this time. We have seen very many people who go to some people we are not going to talk about here. But we know you. They always come to us and they give us these stories. Okay? We're not going to mention people's names here. But some of you, as you're watching, or the ones who know about those people, they know them. So, you go to them, they will sweet talk this chicken business. They will tell you things that don't even exist. Finally, they may exist. But we need to know that these people, they need to take these baby steps when they are starting. You're not going to start by earning 30, 20 million just from, let's say, 500 birds, just like that. You need to test time. You need to get this experience. Go through these problems. Like I've told you, today you wake up in the morning, all your workers have left. You go back to zero. You want this big work you're doing. They are going to fire you. You don't want to be fired. Still, you don't have someone to look after your birds. Maybe in the village, you need to hire. There is a lot of things you go through. There are a lot of hustles you go through until you master this game and you can make this money. We give you all these trainings. Those of you who have come, Saba, we have Vincent, we have so many of you people, you're always here on the YouTube. Thank you very much. You always come out to give some comments and tell us and send sometimes some pictures how your birds are doing. You people will love you so much, and thank you for sending us more and more clients to handle, send us people for training. For us, we tell you what you need to know. We tell you what you should know, not what makes you happy. Okay? So when we are training you, we train you to be a farmer. We don't train you to be a farm owner. No. Some of you don't get the difference. Who is a farmer and who is a farm owner? For us, we like training farmers. The farm owners, yes, you can come, we can give you the idea, we tell you what to do. But at the end of it all, you need to employ farmers to come and work for you. So this business of asking you, just because you own a farm in a village or somewhere, Nakasakem, Ruero, wherever, and then they ask you, what do you do? And you're calling yourself a farmer. No, you're not a farmer. You are a farm owner. Yes, you own a farm. You are an entrepreneur. Okay? You invested in the farm business. You are a farm owner. But here, I'm talking to farmers. Those people who have that heart of rearing, even if you're not there physically. But you need to wake up every morning and know by 7 a.m. in the morning, these people should have given feeds, should have finished giving them water. Because we know by that time, these chickens need to start formulating these eggs. Otherwise, if you delay to give them these feeds, they may not give you the desired eggs you expect in one day or in a particular day. So, these things you should be knowing them, not because you're a farm owner, but when you're a farmer, you should know these things. Even when you are away and you are farming on camera, it's okay, so long as you know and you love what you're doing. But this business of just being a phone farmer, okay, you are rearing some goats, you are rearing some cows, and all you do is, okay, you get 2 cows, sell them and put the money on mobile money. You understand? You don't know how the cows, whether they have died, whether they have delivered, whether these kids have died. You don't want to know. All you want to know is how many cows you have, sell 1, 2, 3, 4, and send you the money. Then you are a farm owner. How many trays did you collect today? Okay, they will tell you, yes, we collected 100 trays. But you know how many birds died that day? You don't want to know. Do you know if we collected 100 eggs and yesterday we collected 150, that we are in a loss of 50 trays? Do you know that? Or all you want to know is how many have you collected today, sell them and send me the money. That is all you need. So, when you come to me, a local poultry farm, in most cases we want to talk to farmers. We don't want to talk to farm owners. Now, when you come as a farm owner, then you have come to consult. You have not come for training. Let's put a line, let's put a very thick or thin line between these two things. Guys, if we are talking to farm owners, let us talk to farm owners. There is a way we nurture you, there is a way we talk to you, there is a way we introduce you into this business. But likewise, if you are talking to farmers, you need to learn these things. You cannot tell me that you're a farmer and you don't know how they vaccinate, vaccinate chicks or chickens. Okay? And you don't know when you're supposed to do your next vaccination. You don't know this chicken is sick, if it's producing this kind of, dropping this kind of poop, or if it has this kind of characteristics. What is it suffering from? So these are some of the things you guys, I want you to understand. If you decide to be a farmer, be a farmer. If you decide to be a farm owner, it's okay. But if you are a farm owner, the only advice I can give you is to employ farmers to come and run your farms for you. Okay? So, even if you're not there, you can still be a farmer. But if you are a farmer, then you should have the heart of these birds. You should be knowing how these birds slept. In the morning, when they opened the door, what happened? These are some of the things we tend to look at and overlook. I'll give you an example. You wake up in the morning, you're supposed to put feeds into your chicken house. You open the door, all the birds will come and run to you. But there are those 3, 4, 5 birds that are not going to come to you because they're expecting to eat. But for them, they are not coming, they are staying the other side. Now, if they have not come to you, these are the birds you need to go and check. Are they sick? What are they suffering from? Why are they not yearning to come and eat? Are they being bullied by these birds? So, these are some of the things you need to know. But if you are not a farmer, if your work is to just call people and tell them to sell eggs and send you the money, then trust me, your business may not survive for a very long time. So I don't want to divert myself from the question. You guys wanted to know how many birds you can start with. I have just answered that. It's only you who knows how much time you'll have for your birds, how much money you are ready to invest in your birds. We told you feeds alone, like they take 70 or 80% of your farm budget. Feeds. If you are investing 3 million shillings in your farm every month, you'll find that feeds alone occupy more than 2.5 million. And the 500 is for the paying the farm workers, buying vaccines, buying drugs, transport, and what have you. But more of the money, the 2.5 million out of the 3, is all going into feeding these birds. Now, it's only you who is going to know how much money you are willing to invest in these birds. Me, I will tell you, yes, start with 1,000 birds. And then you're going to start with 1,000 birds because Mia has told you that you start up with 1,000 birds. And you respect Mia so much. But 3 months down the road, you cannot feed these birds. Is Mia going to come and give you free feeds because he's the one who told you to start up with those birds? Is your friend, that best friend, that so-called best friend, the one who advised you to start up with 2,000 birds in your chicken house, going to give you money to feed these birds when you're stuck? Now, these are the kind of people you buy so many birds because you want to be at the level where you are not. Like I always tell you, I will keep insisting, don't compare yourselves with people who have been there over time. Okay? You have just started your farm. 3 months, 4 months, 1 year. Don't compare yourself with someone who has been in this business for 10 years. You cannot compete with him. But slowly by slowly, get to know what he's doing, get to know what he did to get there, because he has gone through a lot. He can be the best person to advise you, if at all he wants to advise. If he doesn't want, don't lose hope. Look for people who can advise you, people who can give you the skills, and you will get to where you want to get. But don't look at him because he has 5,000 birds and he's driving this kind of car, he has this kind of house, he has this kind of children studying from very good schools, he has this kind of savings, and you want to do the same thing immediately. You cannot. You cannot. You simply cannot. So, guys, I don't want to make this too long. It's only you who can advise yourself how many birds you can start up with. So, I love you so much, you guys. Thank you for watching. Kindly, if you have not, if this is your first time to watch, please subscribe. Take 2 seconds, take 3 seconds to subscribe. Take a second to hit that notification, that bell, so that you can be the first to watch every episode when we upload. Me, a local poultry farm, we bring you these classroom episodes, not at the farm necessarily, but to answer your questions. Send in your comments, send in your questions through the comments. You know our numbers. Our number is 0705 958 172. I repeat, 0705 958 172. That is our official number at Mia Local Poultry Farm. You can send us your WhatsApp. You can send us anything you want to know in local poultry. And we always tell you that for us, we deal in only and only local poultry farming or breeding. So don't send us questions regarding Saso. We always tell you this, but many of you keep asking, if I do broilers, if I cross broilers and local, guys, let us not answer things that we don't know. We told you we did our research. We have our experience in local poultry, and we are pleased and ready to advise you if you're ready to do local poultry farming or breeding. So thank you very much for liking Mia. I remind you, Mia Local Poultry Farm is located in Chenjojo District along Fort Potro Road. in a trading center called Rui Valley. So if you put in Google Rui Valley or Chenjojo District, they will take you to Mia. Even if you put Mia Local Poultry Farm, Mia Local Poultry Farm in Google, it will take you right to our address. So I love you guys. I wish you a happy Valentine's. Thank you very much. I love you.